What's up everyone, Jon Venus here. Welcome back to another video. Today I have to talk to you guys about goals and goal setting and New Year's resolutions because it's just 2 days away from the New Year's, and a lot of us, myself included, are thinking about setting goals, especially to become healthier and fitter in the next year. And I think that is an amazing goal to have, but we have to talk about how to actually approach this to make sure that we progress towards our goals in an efficient way and not quit like so many other people do. So first, I want to set the standard for the next year by doing a massive workout with my brother Leo at home, and then really set the tone for next year. Okay guys, done with the workout. It was really good. Hope you guys are getting some movement in during the holidays too. Very important just to stay active, get your endorphins going. Don't only rely on food to make you feel good, also get some sort of activity in. It doesn't matter what it is. I haven't really been active in the past week. I've been doing mostly walks, but that's more than enough. Just getting outside, breathing some fresh air, doing some sort of physical movement, no matter what it is going to be amazing. So the biggest reason that I picked up the camera and I'm walking with you guys on this random trail is to talk about setting goals and the New Year's resolutions, because the thing that I see the most is people setting audacious and super ambitious goals. I've done this in the past, and once they fail, they feel even more miserable than they did before. They go back to bad habits, and they just give up and essentially make their lives and lifestyle even more unhealthy. So the first thing that comes to my mind that I wanted to share with you is that I don't think it's really helpful to have super ambitious goals or unrealistic goals. Ambitious goals are fine. I consider myself a really ambitious person, and I have put set ambitious goals before that were a little bit too unrealistic and I did not achieve them. For most people, it's not a healthy mindset to set a goal and put a lot of weight on it and a lot of hope, and then having your dreams crushed or whatever. I don't think psychologically it's a positive experience. I think it's good to fail, but the important thing is to learn from it and not get discouraged and crushed by it. But to succeed, or to have the higher chance of succeeding, I think it's really important to set realistic goals, things that are achievable in your own current situation. And a lot of us want to change our whole lives around and think that you have to go crazy from one day to the next. When January 1st hits, you're a completely different person all of a sudden, and it really doesn't work that way, because without going into all the neuroscientific stuff that I don't even understand, you can't really change who you are from one day to the next. It takes so many like neurological rewirings and mindset shifts to be able to change those really ingrained habits that have developed over decades of your life. So it's really not that easy. You can't just wake up one day and be a different person. You have to work hard at it, and it will take time. Maybe it's not gonna satisfy your deadline or whatever. With health in general, there is no deadline. You have to focus on changing how you are as a human being over time, gradually, to become that person that enjoys eating healthy, that enjoys going for walks outside, that enjoys hitting the gym really hard. And that takes a long time, a lot of consistency, and that scares a lot of people away from doing it, because it really is like it's the hardest thing ever, right? To rewire your brain. Just remember that the reason that we are setting goals, the reason that we want to change our life around, the reason why we want to be fit and healthy and lose body fat and ripped and strong, is to make us feel better about ourselves, which then makes us happier, right? This is what everything is about. Happiness is everything. That is like the ultimate goal of humankind, is survival and happiness, or comfort, whatever you want to call it. And in my opinion, there is no optimal happiness without your own health. Just imagine the impact that living your healthiest version could have on your personal life and happiness. Like, it's unbelievable how much better you feel, how much more energy you have to do all the things, and you avoid so many diseases and hardships that so many people around the world are struggling with today. I mean, if you just carry on eating the way that most people eat, eventually you'll get diseases, eventually you might even die. And not only is that scary for your own life, but what about all your loved ones? Because it's not only about us. Of course, being sick and dying from a heart attack is horrible for our own sake, but what about everyone else around you that loves you, that cares for you. You know, you'll leave other people devastated if you were to pass because of something that you could have prevented easily by just taking control of your health and lifestyle. And yes, it does sound extremely hard. It sounds like a massive task, and it is, but that doesn't mean that you should shy away from it. No matter what health conditions you might have, no matter how far you've gone in the unhealthy direction, you can always make a huge change and take control of your health and survive and thrive because of it. There are so many, like, this is not a joke in terms of, you know, actually eating a healthy whole food plant-based diet and, you know, getting daily exercise in and doing all kinds of healthy behavior. Like, people really reverse the worst diseases that you can imagine. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone can do it, but you know, there is no doubt because of all the research that has been done over the last few decades that nutrition doesn't impact your quality of life, your health, and is even able to reverse some of the deadliest diseases that exist today. For myself, and I think for most people, I think the most effective way of setting goals is to set a goal of starting to intentionally progress at something. There is no tangible end goal that you have to reach. It's just about progressively getting better, progressively, you know, replacing the bad foods that you have in the fridge with healthier ones, progressively adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, progressively going for longer and longer walks with your dog. It doesn't have to look a certain way. The important thing is that we progress and get better as time goes along. No matter how slow it is, don't care about other people, how fast they're trying to do it, or, you know, how fast they're trying to change your life around. Just know yourself and do things at your own pace, because that is the only way that you're gonna be a completely different person in 5 to 10 years. This is the only way. It's slow shifts in mindset and habits that make up who your future self is going to become. So please be patient. Like, don't think that these things are achievable with, you know, a couple of weeks of hard work. Same with fitness. You're not going to build 50 pounds of muscle in 2 years of training or look like, you know, a Greek god, whatever your goal is, within, you know, 8 weeks of a fat loss program. It takes a long time, and it's all about creating those habits. So if you have a New Year's resolution, you have goals that you want to achieve, please actually try to approach it from a point of view or a way that you know is going to work best for you, in a gradual way, in a sustainable way. Don't try to change your life from one day to the next, because that really doesn't really work. So if you guys have any New Year's resolutions, if you guys have any goals, let me know what they are in the comment section below. I would love to hear about it. Let me know what you thought of this video. Leave a comment below. I read all of them. Thank you so much for all the support, and have a happy new year. Peace out.